I was very much someone that always sort of saw things through rose-tinted glasses. This is the first time I would say I felt vulnerable. I wish you'd done that. Why didn't you do that? The question I got asked the whole time. I'm Tasha, founder of Convert Your Stay. It's a members-only platform. We're like Airbnb, but we focus on the nights that don't get booked. So traditionally, owners of holiday accommodation have got two options. So you either get a paid booking, which isn't guaranteed, or the property sits empty. And on average, across sort of 10 million properties, they each suffer from having 150 nights a year that just don't get booked. So we offer a third option where they can earn travel credit or swap holidays. So think like Avios, but for travel, or the film The Holiday, where they swap houses. So it's basically giving them value for nights that otherwise would sit empty, so they can basically turn unbooked nights into unforgettable stays.
Where did this idea come from?
So I own a property in Cornwall, which was it's unintentionally ended up becoming a holiday home. So we bought in COVID, then couldn't sell it. We were like, okay, what do we do with it? Let's put it on Airbnb. And equally as a family, we love to travel. We've got 2 kids, and traveling is expensive when you've got children. And I was sat there one night thinking, it's dead. From about October to February, you get like drips and drabs of bookings, but not anything consistent. And I was like, and also I want to go on holiday. Anyway, I was like, I wonder if there are any other owners who've got gaps, like maybe we can swap. So that's how it started. So I then started swapping, which I've been doing for the last 3 years. And last year, just to give context, saved probably about £40,000 on travel.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so and it's from nights that we wouldn't have ever got a booking anyway. So it's not like I'm losing anything. And on top of that, we still earn stuff sort of upsells with private chefs, etc. Early check-ins. So there's ways that you can still earn, but also it showcases your property, which may not have been seen anyway. But yeah, so that's how I got into it, because it was a pain point.
Well, I can't wait to tell my wife about this. So that is flipping brilliant. I love.
Well, and then that's the thing. We've been able to, we've just got back from a trip, which if we'd had to have paid for it, it would have been £8,000, and we paid £80 for cleaning. We took my family, his family, my partner's family, and I do weekends away with the girls. You get to connect with the people that you want to most. And I think the biggest barrier for people is money. But if you take away that nightly cost, it's unlimited.
So let's dig into that a little bit, because I want to ask you, what are some of the biggest challenges you have in the business?
So I would say at the moment it's probably timing. So I quit my job with this roadmap of what setting up a business would look like, and everything has taken a million times longer. I think when you're doing it on your own, my brother has actually just joined as a co-founder now to sort of help, but it's time. Everything takes so much longer.
Yeah.
And I think, whilst I know the holiday letting industry, that's sort of a bit of my background. When you're a founder, you're having to wear so many hats and learn so many things, which takes time. So I think, timing has been a massive thing, and a struggle. And I think also your perspective, I think it's the best idea since sliced bread. We travel and go on holiday now, and for me, it's a no-brainer. And I think what I've encountered is people either not really understanding it because it's a new way of thinking about value. If you think about Airbnb, people now get it, but when they started in 2008, no one got it, and it took them so long to sort of get to market. And I think that's a challenge, is getting people to understand it, or they think it's too good to be true, and they're like, that can't be. That can't be an option, and then just dismiss it.
Yeah.
So I would say those have sort of been the challenges. And I'm a mum to 2 young children. One's 3, one's 5. a juggle.
So I kind of want to touch upon that, because what has being a business owner and a founder given you in terms of, and I want you to touch upon a little bit more of you being able to spend time with your family. So I think that's such a big thing.
Yeah. So I mean, there's two sides to the coin. Is one, in my last job, I worked for ultra high net worth families, worked 7 days a week, hardly had any time with the family at all, which is also part of the reason I decided to set this up. So that's been great, and I do spend more time. I think the flip side is that you're also trying to juggle 10 different roles, but you're more present. So I'd say, whereas I went to work and the kids didn't see me, now when they see me, I'm probably on my phone more or on the laptop. And I actually did a post on my socials about this, like when we went away to Spain. The question I got asked the whole time is like, oh, mummy, why are you working again? Why are you on your laptop again? Why are you on your phone? Which I didn't get before because they didn't see it. So I don't know. I need to balance that better. But I definitely think, at least, if they're sick, I can make the decision. There's no one I need to answer to. If they've got a school like recital or rehearsal, I can go to that. So I think the whole work-life balance thing is, I don't think there's this like 50-50 balance, but I think you can manipulate your time better, and maybe you work at 11 p.m. at night and you've got that choice, which you don't have if you're working for someone else in the same way. So
You say your kids are proud of you?
hopefully. I think like they're a bit too young at the moment. I mean, I'm hoping that I'm showing them an alternative way. And I think one of the biggest things for me with this business is it's not about the money. Obviously I need to earn a living, but I get such joy being able to take the family away, or go away with or my friends, or give the kids like an experience. And I want other people to feel like that and have that opportunity. And people just don't know about it. So I hope that the kids see that element, and I hope it gives them the confidence to go, oh, do you know what? Like, there are always options in life. Like you get to choose. And do you know what? Even if it doesn't work out, which hopefully it will. Like, I mean, it works for me, so I don't see why it wouldn't. But like, it's about trying. Like, and people fail, but you get up, try again, like keep going. And I hope it teaches them that resilience to keep going.
What have you learned about yourself over the last couple of years running the business?
I think I was very much someone that always sort of saw things through rose-tinted glasses and would just go for things. And I think, as I said, I miscalculated before the juggle of managing parenting and business. I think I've learnt that I am more vulnerable in this position than I ever have been in my employed working position. Like, I always felt fairly confident, whereas this is the first time I would say I felt vulnerable and exposed, and I hate to use the word like imposter syndrome, but like I've come into a lot more environments where I felt like an imposter, which I never felt before. So I think it's learning to manage those new feelings at an older age. Like, I'm almost 40, and I think when you're younger, you kind of, I don't know, like maybe don't have the same headspace, but like, yeah, it's learning to overcome a new set of challenges in life that you thought maybe you'd mastered in your normal career.
So if I have a magic microphone, if I give you this magic microphone, whatever you speak into it, the whole of society will hear.
Okay.
What's your message to the world?
To do with the business, or
Nope.
to do with me?
To do with
I would say my message would be don't don't allow what you've learned throughout life to dictate what your future is going to look like. Like, there are always options, there are always choices, and you know, I would say go for stuff. Like, everyone starts from zero. Like, there's no one that has all the like knowledge in the world, and I think we're all very self-limiting, because we have these preconceived ideas of like, what will happen if I do this, or what will happen if unless you do it, you don't really know what's going to happen. So yeah, I'd kind of, that would be my advice to people, is just don't be your own blocker. Like, you can do it, and it doesn't have to be perfect either. Like, just go for it. And I think if anyone judges you and not in a positive way or a kind way, then like, they're not worth having in your circle anyway, because nice people want to lift you up and encourage you. So I think anyone can do anything, literally. I mean, even look at, what was his name? Sir Tom.
Oh yeah.
He was the guy
that did the walk. Yeah.
Yeah, in COVID. Like, I mean, he was 90, you know, and he,
Insane.
yeah, like, and he just went for it. Like, so I definitely think there's no age limitation. As I said, like, I'm almost 40, and I almost wish I hadn't stopped myself at a younger age. Like, go for it. You can, like, always look at your worst case scenario. And if that's, I don't know, staying at your parents again to recoup some money, that's really not that bad. Like, you can make it happen. Yeah. Sorry, that was really long.
No, I love that. I love that. It's very clippable. So, and last question: would the young girl you once were be proud of the woman you are today?
Yeah, I think so. I think, I mean, to be honest, I always try and think about what would the 80-year-old version of me think about what the now version of me is doing. Like, you know, like, I kind of think, when I'm sat there grey and wrinkly with my best mates, you know, will I be looking back going, oh, do you know what, you went for that, like, well done, or will they go, oh, I wish you'd done that, why didn't you do that? Like, when you talk to old people, they always have so many regrets. I want to try and limit the regrets. And I mean, no one ever looks back and goes, oh, you know, like, I wish I'd worked 40 hours more a week, or I'd, like, you know, I just think, yeah, like, I want to, when I'm 80, look back and go, do you know what, you lived your best life, and you tried. That's all you can do in life. You can only try. Yeah.
Just interest of time, is there anything I haven't asked that you'd like me to ask?
I don't think so. Do you think, is there anything, like?
I think you smashed it.
Yeah?
You did such a good job.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, thank you.
You didn't look at your book once.
No, I know.
See, I told you you'd be fine. I told you you'd be fine.
No, well, that's you. That's you doing a great job.
No, well done.
Thank
Honestly,
you.
that was really
Thank
good.
you so much.
Thank you.